Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Wednesday. Wednesday is always my favorite day, especially because you guys know that tonight, lo and behold, we get the part two, second part of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It's like just the gift that keeps on giving. This has been a season. We're almost done though, you guys. It's funny because I keep on having people reach out to me and they're like, Adam, are you okay? Adam, what's going on? And I'm like, you just you don't know what you don't know until you put yourself into a situation and you're like, wow, you know? But what I do know is I have the best community on YouTube ever. The Adams family is killer, and we're about to do a lot. Okay. Not only are we giving away 3 more Rose Forevers, we're giving away a trip to the Dominican Republic. I just want everyone to be rewarded, I guess, for just even being a part of it's like I'm so grateful for you guys. I love you guys. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. Now, with that, we're back to talk about last night's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So before we jump in, if you guys have not, go ahead and pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Let's jump right in. Okay, starting here. So I don't know how much of last night's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills you guys saw, but Dorit ended up sharing new details of her split from PK. Yeah, I thought last night watching, and I know that we talked a little bit about the divorce and the community property and getting a divorce before 10 years. But in this conversation, we haven't even hit that part yet. She said that his sponsor came with him to sit down and have a conversation. What that gave me as far as like the best way, because I always like to see if I can relate to anything in any sort of way. I had a roommate, you guys. She was living in the same room as me. I brought her down. I had a beautiful apartment, couldn't afford it with her, but she was my best friend from Palm Beach, ended up moving with me or moving to LA to live with me. And then, like I changed my lifestyle in order to kind of help her achieve her modeling career and dreams. And it didn't work out that way, but eventually we just kind of came at a standstill because I didn't want to open up and say that I was gay. I was in shock and just like I thought that I was going to be kicked out of the family and friend groups, and everybody in my high school, they were going to know, and everybody was going to make fun of me, and I wasn't comfortable. So I didn't share that. And what happened afterwards was I needed one of my good friends to come down and sit down and have that conversation to tell her I want to move out and I want to take a break. And it was a very destructive conversation. Did not go well. I just ended up like leaving like mortified. I felt so bad. I hated that I even did it. But I think that's what PK did in this situation with Dorit. He felt comfort in having his sponsor show up with him. And she said, like, I don't know if that was PK's idea or the sponsor's idea. As much as I'm loving and activated Dorit on this season, that is for you to figure out. That is your husband. I don't care if a sponsor came in. If Jason came in with a sponsor and told me, like, I think I want to break, I would be like, okay, understandable. Can we have a minute to ourselves, please? And then I would have a conversation just like one-on-one and be like, what are you feeling? Like, have that talk to me, And I don't know why she didn't do that, but maybe at that point she was just at her wit's end. It could be anything. I mean, But then when she talked about her son finding out and asking, Mommy, are you and Daddy getting a divorce? Are you guys going to be best friends for forever? I also saw where that had to have been gut-wrenching, especially as somebody who is a product of multiple divorces. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. That made me feel bad. Not only, it wasn't really like I feel for Dorit in that moment. I kind of do, because how do you have that conversation? But just for the kids, because I was Jagger. I was that kid. So I get it. But moving on. So now Kyle in this episode tried calling Erica, Garcelle, and Sutton to come together to have a conversation. It was before they were all going to Garcelle's beach house, which, by the way, is absolutely stunning. Garcelle killed it with the design. She designed everything. Looks like a couple $1,000,000, and I'm sure it is. It's in Oxnard, but just gorgeous. And she called a meeting before, and everybody was wondering, well, why is she calling this meeting? Well, she wanted, in the opinion of Sutton and Garcelle, she wanted to get to these three ladies and have no Bose, no Dorit, didn't want Jennifer Tilly, didn't want these other people in the mix because she wanted to kind of explain to them. So maybe she had people on her side going into the beach day. Even if she did, in the way that she articulated her message and saying, I am sorry, I normally don't act that way, I apologize for my behavior. This is where I look at Sutton and I'm like, you are great TV in the sense that you kept driving it like, oh, what are you sorry for? What are you sorry for? What are you sorry for? You know, she's like, I'm sorry for running off. I'm sorry for acting out. I'm sorry for yelling. I'm sorry for getting upset. And she's like, yeah, but like specifically what? And I agreed with Erica. It's the first time that I'm really starting to enjoy Erica because I was looking at it and Erica was like, okay, Sutton, you're making this a little too much. And then I'm watching Sutton this season and I'm like, oh no, she's making a big mistake. It didn't even click until right now. Sutton is literally doing the thing that Lisa Rinna did on her last season with Kathy Hilton. And what I mean by that is you started to realize, because Sutton doesn't have like a real storyline. We don't care about the Sutton concept. We don't. We know that you're super rich. We know you like your vodka or whatever you like to drink. It's like, there's not like much independent or personal storyline that Sutton Strack offers to anything. So what you're doing now is you're attacking other people and you are villainizing yourself in order to keep yourself relevant. And it feels dirty. That's not what people want, especially now. After the pandemic, things kind of changed. You know, like we're watching it on Roni. People don't like it. They don't like the rift between Brynn and Uba. Real Housewives of New Jersey. They don't like the rift between Teresa, Melissa, and Joe. They just don't. Orange County. They didn't like the rift between Tamra and Shannon. They don't want that. People want a shift. And as of right now, we're not getting that shift. And it seems like Sutton is trying to perform as Sutton Rinna as opposed to Sutton Strack. Like, you can be fabulous and rich all on your own. You have Jennifer Tilly to play off of. That's one of your best friends. You introduced Bose to the group. You could be playing into that friendship. You're not doing that. So many other things, but attacking somebody. And I just don't understand. So there's that part too that I didn't really get. But if we're getting down to it, at the end of this episode, we saw where Garcelle had everybody over at the beach house and put them in their little pajamas. They look like $1,000,000 and it looked like an incredible experience. I think that helped bring the ladies together. And we saw a good conversation between Dorit and Kyle, even though I don't think that that's going to last. At least we got something and I was all about it. So it's not going to last though. But I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Do not forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Love you guys.